Welcome back. I'm sitting on this couch today at one of my good friend's house. So with this being said, the car that I'm working on is an '04 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. It's a jet black Monte Carlo, and this dog right here that we see is one of my friend's dogs, which he pretty much likes to sniff it down, make sure I don't have no drugs on me, something like that. But other than that, it's not bad. But you see, as he's just barking at me, we have this chew toy that he likes. This bone pretty much is a chew bone, ultimately. We will be throwing this, and he starts scattering down a
And he almost slipped his.
But anyways, the main point of this conversation is based upon how does Connor look at this car and what kind of type of modifications he want done to his car. So with this being said, I will specifically be, funding this entire project myself with no additional assistance at the time. Yeet! But other than that, hey, I'll catch you all very shortly. So, with this being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And oh yeah, as always, long live the GT Road. Here we go. On today's video, we'll specifically be focusing on Connor's car. So basically what I mean is he's driving an '04 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, which is actually in a lot more better shape than my car is. Specifically, he has almost 150,000 miles less than my car, which has almost 221,000. So with this being said, we will specifically be looking at his car and see what the perspectives are and what is the secrets of keeping a car with so many low mileage. So without further ado, we will talk to Connor right now. All right. Okay. So as you can see, I'm here with the owner, Connor Fuller, today. And like I said, with the car, I'm gonna step out the way for a second. This is an '04 Monte Carlo. You just see the body of it, but it's specifically not ideal than what you expect it to be. So with this being said, we will specifically be looking at the details, the overall perspective of how this car specifically has 81,000 miles or more, based upon these situations that can vary. So without further ado, we'll specifically be taking a look at the car, the interior, the exterior, and what modifications will be done to it in the near future to improve the stability, the reliability, and the overall throttle response of this particular Monte Carlo. So without further ado, we will specifically be taking a look right now. Shall we? This is how we're going to specifically looking at his '04 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. You see it has the SS detail on it. You may not see it perfectly, but you can see the red SS logo on it. More importantly, with the SS, this is another car I've actually wanted to acquire, in about a year or so, which probably will be in next spring. And I've always had a loving for black paint, black cars specifically, because it brings out more of the shine to it than usual. The wheels are actually in pretty decent shape. I mean, most of the caps, like right here, these hubcaps, I specifically got at the junkyard. And, other than that, this is a really nice, clean-looking Monte Carlo, because most Monte Carlos I would find, especially considering the fact of the videos I post up there, can mainly be found in junkyards and stuff like that for other junkyard dogs like me to specifically acquire. So without further ado, we'll take a look in the interior. The interior is fairly clean. Other than that, no scratches, no dents, no spills, no filthy carpets. This owner really takes care of his car. And if I had to rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, it would be an 11 really for this. Because like I said, most teenagers I know of, especially my friends. On a side note, this particular Monte Carlo has only 82,064 miles, and to be honest with you, for a car that has 16 years old and has only 82,064 miles, is actually a good steal. Alrighty, so we're back. We're gonna look at the hood, and Connor's gonna open up the hood for you, and we can take a look. Look at that nice black shine. It is a 3800 supercharged. This man lost his phone. You had one job, man. One job. All right, so we're going to take a look at Connor's car. And Connor will specifically open up the car for you.
Yes, I will.
So here we have it's really a 3400 series engine. Even though I'm probably gonna customize that 3800, probably make it a 3500. I will specifically be focusing on this a little bit later. It was this right here was thrown on by mistake, because after I specifically reviewed his car and the way it sound, it was really rated a 3.4 liter, based upon cylinders and the engine and stuff. So, other than that, if we look at the compartment of the engine, so we're gonna take this off for a sec. I don't know why I put this on here so hard, but that's just a sped move for you. We're gonna take a look at this. And here we see the engine, the overall cylinder blocks and everything like that. This is the old cap right here. This goes to the oil. We will take a look at a couple basic items. So what we're going to be looking at is, number one, the headlights, for example, which are pretty much new. Unlike my car, the Grand Am, we don't have normal, capacity of able to get, really decent lights on here. You can tell quite a few things are different. The coolant tank is always on the right-hand side, the passenger side of my car. However, this initial windshield wiper fluid tank is not on the right-hand side. It's specifically on the left-hand side, and actually this box right here, which is actually the intake system, would specifically be further up. So my car's design is far more different because it was an 04 like his, but this car was actually more built properly. So with this being said, we will specifically be looking at a few key features. So like I said, the car will be starting up right now. And you see, she sounds real good. Now, the one thing I will tell you is that the car's gonna rev up a little bit. And she a beauty. Now, the one thing I like to look at the most and identify a counter by in my hands is that the headlights look fairly clean.
Right.
Yeah, they bright as I get up. I mean, my headlights are not specifically like that because, of course, they're older. But like I said, this car is well maintained, and I've seen quite a few things that normally would be filthy. This top right here, the overall cover to this, the hood, this will be filthy, completely filthy. And then you have 2 hours later, for this car, you specifically have, fairly just clean. It hasn't overheated or nothing. So it's far more different. So, like I said, we will specifically be looking into getting questions from Connor as he drives the car, or either I specifically drive myself. So we'll show you features in a minute.
Part 2 will be coming in very shortly. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit more longer video, probably about 11 minutes, to give you a further detailed and more, inclusive directions, and also based upon details based on his car. But to be honest with you, from my opinions, his car is actually one of the best looking cars in this Ford Monte Carlo I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I've always admired the Monte Carlos, even throughout my spare time when I was a little kid. So without further ado, that's the end of the channel. Be sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. I will catch you on the next video. And oh yeah, long live the GT Road. See you guys.